you feeling drained all the time? Waking up tired, snapping at small things and crashing by 3 p.m. You blamed it on stress, aging, poor sleep, you name it. You tried supplements, apps, caffeine, and even sleep tracking devices, but nothing made a real difference. You were constantly looking for the next fix, assuming you needed something complex or expensive. But you can try something weirdly simple, walking barefoot outside every day. That's it. No subscription, no gadgets, just your feet on the ground. Within a week, you sleep better, your energy becomes stable, your mood way calmer. And this isn't just your experience, there's real science behind it. The practice is called grounding or earthing. All it means is making direct physical contact with the earth, bare feet on grass, sand, soil, even unsealed concrete. Sounds a little out there, right? But here's why it works. The Earth's surface has a natural electric charge. Specifically, it's rich in free electrons, which act as powerful antioxidants. Our bodies, especially in today's modern lifestyle, tend to build up positive charges from constant exposure to electromagnetic fields, inflammation, stress, and more. Grounding allows the body to absorb these negatively charged electrons and restore electrical balance. This isn't just some fringe wellness idea. A 2012 review published in the Journal of Environmental and Public Health examined multiple studies and found that grounding reduces inflammation, improves sleep, balances cortisol levels, and even boosts immune function. It's not about belief, it's about biology. Let's break it down further. When you're disconnected from the earth, staying indoors all day, wearing rubber-soled shoes, you're essentially isolating yourself from one of the most healing natural forces. We evolved with direct daily contact with the earth. Only recently, with industrialization and urban living, did we become physically disconnected. Most modern flooring materials, wood, plastic, vinyl, carpet, and even most concrete, do not conduct the earth's energy. One study showed that participants who grounded while sleeping had significant reductions in nighttime cortisol levels and reported better sleep and reduced stress. Cortisol, known as the stress hormone, has a natural rhythm. It should spike in the morning and decline through the day. In people with chronic stress or poor sleep, that rhythm is often disrupted. Grounding appears to help reset that clock. Another experiment measured blood viscosity before and after grounding. The results? Grounding reduced blood thickness, making circulation more efficient and decreasing the risk of cardiovascular issues. That's a major benefit for something as simple as standing barefoot on the ground. My routine was simple. Every morning, I'd take 20 minutes to stand or walk barefoot in the grass. No phone, no distractions. Just stillness, nature, and contact with the earth. I live near a small park, so it was easy to find a quiet spot. I didn't do anything fancy. Sometimes I stretched, sometimes I meditated, sometimes I just stood there. What mattered was the contact. I noticed I fell asleep faster. I stopped waking up at 3 a.m. My mind felt clearer. I wasn't as reactive. I could focus longer. It was like my nervous system had finally stopped living in panic mode. If you want to try it, here's what I recommend. Start with 10 to 20 minutes a day. Find a patch of grass, dirt, sand, or even natural stone. Beaches are perfect for this. Parks work well. Even your backyard or front lawn can do the trick. If you're in a colder climate or live in a city where natural ground isn't easily accessible, grounding mats are another option. These are conductive mats that plug into a grounded outlet or a grounding rod that connects to the earth. While they're not exactly the same as real earth, studies suggest they can offer similar benefits. And no, it doesn't have to be spiritual or woo-woo. This is about electrical charge, inflammation, and the nervous system. Our bodies respond to signals from the environment. Just like sunlight helps reset your circadian rhythm, the Earth's energy helps recalibrate your internal systems. Let's talk about inflammation for a second. Chronic inflammation is at the root of nearly every modern disease: heart disease, diabetes, autoimmune conditions, even depression. One of the most fascinating aspects of grounding is its potential to reduce chronic inflammation by neutralizing free radicals in the body. In 2015, a study published in Health found that grounding led to significant reductions in pain and swelling after intense physical activity. The subjects who grounded themselves post-exercise recovered faster than those who didn't. This has real implications not just for athletes, but for anyone dealing with chronic joint pain or inflammation. Another interesting effect of grounding: better sleep. A double-blind study published in the Journal of Alternative and Complementary Medicine observed subjects who grounded during sleep using conductive sheets. After several weeks, they reported falling asleep faster, fewer nighttime awakenings, and overall deeper rest. And then there's mood. Grounding has been associated with reductions in anxiety and improvements in mood stability. A small pilot study in 2011 found that grounding therapy helped reduce symptoms of depression and anxiety in participants within just a few days. Many people, myself included, report feeling more emotionally balanced and resilient. It's hard to explain until you experience it, but there's a deep calming effect that comes from direct contact with nature. Some people describe it as feeling plugged back in or settled. Others say they feel less anxious, more present, and more grounded, literally. Why does this happen? The most likely explanation is that grounding affects the autonomic nervous system, which governs our stress response. By connecting to the earth, the body shifts from a sympathetic state, fight or flight, into a parasympathetic state, rest and repair. This shift promotes healing, lowers heart rate, and slows down racing thoughts. Of course, grounding isn't a magic pill. It's not going to erase years of stress, trauma, or illness overnight. It's a tool, but it's one that's incredibly accessible and effective for most people. And unlike a lot of wellness trends, grounding is totally free. Here are a few practical tips if you're getting started. Be consistent. Just like any habit, grounding works best when practiced regularly. Even 5 to 10 minutes a day can have benefits, but 20 to 30 is ideal. Choose natural surfaces. Grass, soil, sand, and stone are all conductive. Asphalt, sealed concrete, and wooden decks are not. Make it part of your routine. Tie it to another habit, like morning tea, meditation, or walking your dog. Tune in. Pay attention to how you feel before and after grounding. Keep a short journal. You may notice changes you didn't expect: less pain, better digestion, clearer thinking. Combine grounding with breathwork. Deep, slow breathing while grounding can amplify the calming effects. You can also get creative. Sit with your back against a tree, garden with your bare hands in the soil, swim in natural bodies of water. All of these are forms of grounding. Now, for anyone skeptical, I was too. I'm not here to make wild claims or say grounding cures everything, but I will say this. In a world overloaded with stimulation, noise, and disconnection, going barefoot outside has been one of the most surprisingly effective wellness habits I've ever tried. It reconnected me to something ancient, something real. It reminded me that healing doesn't always require technology or money. Sometimes it just requires getting back to basics. So try it. Take off your shoes, step outside, stand still. Let the earth do what it's been doing for millions of years. You might just feel better than you have in a long time. Start small, give it a week, 10 minutes a day, just you and the earth. You've got nothing to lose except maybe a little tension, fatigue, or pain.